Got crossed up in the dirt, then I bounced up. I'll be catching these places, run to get moused up. Pop trunk on the hat while we waving goodbye. I'm from Low Star. Pick on pie. I don't play by respect for that. We gone. I'm in money, so baby, believe I'ma be on time. Louis Vuitton, the umbrella when I walk through the rain in the.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. They've got LeBron James. Doncic out there with prime time. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Jokic in at center.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Nobody near Lillard. Off target from outside. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. An All-Star Week, one great show after another.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here is Lillard. From deep. And another three from the east.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And so he hits both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Now, here is Young. D right on him. And it's Lillard missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's primetime. The rebound by Young.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Jokic a screen. Floats it up for Jokic. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the East. To the middle. And Embiid throws it down.
Got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
Here's primetime. Good on the three-point shot. Primetime's got 10.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Here's Lillard. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
Oh, taking what the defense is giving Lillard with an opportunistic shot there.
They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
Here's primetime. 10 points for him. Stolen by Durant. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by Durant. And it's 7 points for Lillard. Here's primetime. That 3 off the mark. The East leading by 4. Break their offensive approach.
Oh, he's a high flyer. Oh, look at that elevation and throw down. Oh, the ability to knife inside and convert, Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Yeah, that kind of D, pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty soft.
Now here's Durant, scoreless thus far, and finished off by KD.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Here's prime time. They trail by 6. The 3 for Doncic. Hands it from downtown.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
Now, here is Young. Three-pointer, Lillard. Prime time grabs the board.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Jokic. Tatum on the wing. Three-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young from outside. It's not going to go for him. The West trails by 3. There's a minute 34 left to play in the first quarter. The 3 for Doncic. Buries the long-range jumper. Doncic has got 6.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And the East with some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. George comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Stephen Curry in for Young. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Davis is checked in for LeBron. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Tatum. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for primetime. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Jokic with the rebound. Mitchell looking it over. And the rejection by Embiid.
Embiid stiff-arming that shot with authority. No mercy.
The West making some changes. James checked in for Davis. Tatum comes in for Mitchell. And primetime subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And George gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's primetime. He's got 12. On the wing, Doncic. Sinks the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Lillard outside. Butler against James. Butler passes to Embiid. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Here's primetime. Jokic with the screen on Embiid.
He got it in!
How about that? Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. West All-Stars out in front. They finish off the first quarter on a 14-6 run. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
You're a little light on the foul. And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
Three-pointer, Lillard. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Taking 3 shots.
And, you know, such a fierce competitor. Lillard can score from anywhere on the court, and there's no one you'd rather give the ball to with the game on the line.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the West. Here's Primetime. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Mitchell. And the West hit again from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
George dishes to Lillard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Primetime. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Primetime's got the lead up to 7 now for the West All-Stars. Outside Curry. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. So it's the West now. Here's Primetime. 20 points for him. Loads it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Curry. 9-point game. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Primetime. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I'm not sure he realizes there are 4 other guys on the floor with him. Trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he's got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. And some changes here for the East. Embiid, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Trae Young subbed in for Curry. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Halliburton's checked in. Williamson outside. Jacks up a 3. And Tyrese Halliburton gets the 3. And the West leads by 9.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Three-pointer, Lillard. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Now Lillard, after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Damian Lillard.
It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
So the West ends up going with the new group. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for them.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And that's a defensive breakdown there. You can't give Lillard room to take off like that.
Right wing. Here's Primetime, defended by Young. Primetime, the pass to Jokic. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Primetime. Offensive rebound. Jokic a screen. Here's Primetime. And the West hit again from deep.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And the East All-Stars call time here.
This timeout is for everyone except you fans.
KD's checked in for the East. Stephen Curry comes in for Damian Lillard.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
So it's the West now. Following Durant's three-point attempt. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
The East trail by 13. Now Curry. Passes it to Embiid. Inside. With force. Embiid takes it to him.
Man, nice to see how Embiid operates in the pick and roll. Knows how to set hard screens as well as where and when to roll.
So for the West, Davis comes in for Jokic. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for James. So it's the West now.
Make some noise.
Here's Primetime, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, once he was in the air, he was staying in the air. Incredible move that time.
Now here's Durant.
2 minutes.
Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Here's Primetime, defended by Young. Primetime's shot is good.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. Young taking his time here. And the call will be against Primetime. That's his third foul of the game. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Lillard subbed in for Stephen Curry. Here's Young. Giannis outside. There's the three. And another miss by the East.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels. And, you know, if you throw it up, Tatum will go get it now. He's a really good athlete. You can't let him roam free like that.
The East trail by 17. To the paint. That's tipped. Here's Primetime, defended by Young. Davis with a screen on Young. Driving the lane.
Yeah, I would have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Lillard, right side. Will it go? The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. 43 seconds left in the first half. Here's Primetime, defended by Young. That one falls. Primetime's got 39.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
And it's Lillard missing. The West leading by 18. to the wing right side. Here's Primetime, and the West hit again from deep.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
And that's his fourth foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And so Young nails them both.
Yeah, and something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
Inside, and James throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And so it's the West All-Stars with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. We'll return shortly.
Fans, let's hear it for your arena entertainment. One more time, fans. Let's hear it.
1 half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Mitchell is out there with Doncic. Then it's Tatum. Then it's James. And it's Jokic in at the center position.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Now Mitchell, following the three-point attempt by Jokic. Some nice passing here by the West. And the West hit again from deep.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here is Young. He has 5. KD can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And finished off by LeBron.
And, man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Lillard against Mitchell. And Lillard kicks to Embiid. Stolen by Mitchell. They're running. Jumps up. And James throws it down.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Now here's Lillard. 22 points for him. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. Floats one up. And James with the layup. That's now 8 points for LeBron.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Takes a step back. Here's Durant. And another miss by the East.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
James finds Doncic. Back to James. This one for 3. East grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Durant the pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 12.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
There's the lob Antetokounmpo, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Prime time's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
The East making a switch. Curry's checked in. And Embiid drops them both. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Lillard outside. It's hauled in by Jokic. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. It's a 21-2 run, totally rolling here. Here's primetime. Again, the West All-Stars.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Here's Lillard on target from 13 feet. Lillard's got 24 points.
Oh, remarkable score. Lillard's shoot-first mindset is what helps him own games like this.
Driving in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Out to Doncic, and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And then Lillard slams it in.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Primetime, the pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by the West. And Durant comes to help. Pass to Primetime. Jokic with this screen on Curry. Primetime. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow.
Oh, yeah. He's in this game for a reason, Kev.
1:33 left in the third quarter. Pass to Embiid. To the middle. Doncic with the block.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
And so here are the West All-Stars. Here's Primetime. Takes the three. And it's Doncic missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lillard from outside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Lillard's got 29.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And the call will be against Primetime. That's his 5th foul. And the East with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Embiid. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. West All-Stars with the rebound. Halliburton passes to Mitchell. It's stolen by Curry. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. They get it back.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Really left alone that time.
Certainly not a normal shot for Shea there, but his focus lets him get off a great look.
And Stephen Curry hits the 3. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's the West All-Stars sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Joel Embiid out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's George, and it's Young in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Offline with his 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Butler, a 15-footer, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Oh, I like how Butler uses his body in the paint. Excellent at forcing the issue and getting the call close to the rack.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Halliburton's checked in. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
And it's George missing. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. And here's Tatum for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
You got to D up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
Young from outside buries it from 3-point range.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Halliburton for 3. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. And here is the East now. 3-pointer, and it's Young. That time on the assist by Butler. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Over in the corner, Doncic shoots over Curry. Again, the West All-Stars.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Embiid's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Here's Tatum. Again, the West All-Stars.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And a deep 3 from Young. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Fires from deep. Traps in the tray.
Halliburton showing you a lot of confidence in his three-point stroke. That's something he's worked on.
And Young kicks to Embiid. To the inside, Curry. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the East. Davis is checked in for the West. Mitchell comes in for Halliburton. Curry's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's James. Fires from way outside. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. They need this. The shot by Curry, no good.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
Curry dishes to Butler. Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now, centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
is my disguise. Watching you close.
I wanna know who he be. Devil with a dove and a bun and a dream and a manicure nail as I drown in the deep.